Always stay bright, always stay alert. That's what I say.
That'll help. Good. I can use this. Stocking up.
Who's there? Well, report! We're getting picked off! I will break you! Take take another.
Avad's peace has brought prosperity back to the Sundome.
Morning comes swift.
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll as soon cheat you.
I'll find a use for you.
Meridian.
Calm.
What else you got? Show no... Got me! Oh!
Cut deep!
Enough searching. I got it.
won't stop blowing. Never know when I might need these.
Whatever work the mercenaries are doing, at least Kaja don't have to debase ourselves with it. Ceasefire. But the usurpers are starving us out, plain and simple. I tell you, for a little more food, I do whatever work is in my. Do you have an else? The machines are connecting. The usurpers are the least of our worries. This ceasefire is baffling. Yesterday seemed well enough. These disappearances add less sun's long. It's odd. I could have sworn Sunfall was more crowded just a few weeks ago. Don't start thinking you're welcome here. You're only tolerant.
Another savage. At least it's not as bad as Meridian.
Another signal. That signal must be coming from that Tolnik. now. It looks like that machine carries fluid in those sacks. I'm not sure where to find all that kind. So they woke up. I should be able to jump onto the tall neck from here. Just go about your business. Made it. Now to climb up to its head. That thing looks like a sawtooth, but heavily armed. Great. Override's working.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Not all of us will make it back to Meridian. That much is abundantly clear.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle. Shh. I'll keep them from your brow.
The sun ring. The proud tradition of the country.
Stay off my focus.
If the kids catch you, you'll be lucky if you survive long enough to wind up in that ring. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I cry?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Whenever someone says the...
Outlanders! If you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their...
What are you waiting around for, Outlander? Bounties are announced inside.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair.
Not only did the wretch conspire to
You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
And in doing so, demonstrated wanton disregard for the safety
We both know
of
you're
the
no killer for
king's
hire.
subjects.
Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
Do the will of the sun.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
But the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy.
To show loyalty to our
it makes
cause,
quite an impression.
even if they are getting paid.
This is insane.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there. The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride. I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello?
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the Earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. See, by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Alright, just a little more comfortable there now. Imagine there's going to be a bit to this. Alright, here we go. Nothing stands out of the ordinary, really.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Ooh.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Just tell the computer to close the door behind me. Another incident. This morning's unfortunate incident is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we've already requested, we need human translators fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example. God, it's an annoying word for me. And dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish. What? And dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. What the hell did this come from? Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Okay. Well, that's just the first oddity. Oh, another one. Excellent. We need support too. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing Zulu Delta candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused, some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The Lang bots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails. Well, sure. I think that's it for this room. Looks like this door will open. Next room.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Oh, this is going to be good. Soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob will be painfully heard by candidates waiting for their turn in lounge. Oh, guys. This is going to be good, whatever it is. What's this? Restock or else? For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of the organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage, what the hell is this? Please respond. Guys, I just want the voice ones back, a video or hologram or something. Supply crate, I'll take that. And is there another? Hang on, is that the same one? Restock, yep. Already have that one. Nothing really else here. I think we're okay to move on to the next door. There's just the one in this room. Okay. Map says this area is extensive. Okay. This is where we get the important message. Holoplayer.
A holographic theater.
CD-01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super-weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense.
Sure
Life
does.
on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking.
Indeed.
Find out how she did it.
So the work taking place here was to make sure that something would exist after. So again, I'm thinking some kind of cloning technology. Took the best and brightest and they took their samples and set up an automated kind of place that after a certain amount of time would reactivate and begin its whatever the hell it is doing. But then that still leaves us with the question, what about what's going on outside? There's still be no world to come to, but yet there's so much biodiversity, so what's that aspect of Zero Dawn?
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out!
Now, they
If
can't
it
see me.
moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Let's get tagging. Level 8. We have a ladder. Well, this is going to be a nice place to explore once I clear the vermin. Sugar.
Quietly.
Oh yeah, fighting time.
I don't know why I did that other than... Ah, no arrow.
Got that one!
Doesn't kill me.
What?
Where'd you go?
We're here.
Hardly a hit.
Missed him in the air. Missed him on the ground. There we go.
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
That's the question, isn't it? We can drop that weapon for now. Let's see what's going on here.
It is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing, dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution, liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Understandable reaction.
Want to discuss? Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke? A tobacco cigarette. Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Really? This is getting interesting. Not sure where this is going. What the hell? Trying to get my bearings, peoples. There's also an upstairs to explore. There's a lot to explore here. An awful lot. Whoa. Okay, I see. Let's do this step by step. I'm gonna bring my gun with me. I'm gonna put it down by the door. Leave it here for now. Alright, let's see what else is going on.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
And me. I put in a lot of hours to find out what it is. Foreign person, a candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Cool. So that's the 2 that was there. There's 1 over here. And that's pretty much a nothing. Huh. Just a door, okay.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
The question on my mind, indeed.
Let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Is that just the weapon it's detecting or something behind it? Okay. Okay, so we've done all this, right? We've done all this. And these little doors are just... seem to be kind of useless. I haven't gone scanning in here, but what would be the point? Right. Let's have a look at the upstairs now. Art history and museum studies.
I think there is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
So we're building an ark. I don't see anything else noteworthy. Alright, let's proceed. Some good story though there. Some good story indeed.
Try me now.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
So, the whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Indeed. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, for 2 persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Nice. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Sorry. I gotta sit closer to the TV. There we go. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for, for medical enthusiasm will be released. Okay, so you're going to be released in 18 months if you don't want to be euthanized, or you can be euthanized. Wow. It shows you how things can get, huh? Oh boy. Counselor guidelines too. No. There.
course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be, atonement.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Jesus.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You know... Get your hands off me!
Alert. Medical wing inaccessible.
Why? Well, this is a fun place. The hell is this? Unknown. Okay. Not really anywhere else for me to go here. Other than out. Okay, so I think I got everything I'm going to get there.
It's hard, too.
Intruder! Get her!
Ah, there
To
we
me,
go.
whatever
Let's
you
take her
do,
down.
don't die now.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
Yeah.
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Alright, one step at a time. We're not getting through there, I don't think. No. Okay, so we're not getting through there. So let's start from here.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
I can't help but wonder, what's Hades up to?
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
I can't spare the weight.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much all we're going to get here. This is the most stocked gun, I think. They're both the same. Alright.
My turn.
Alright, let's go. Just checking them for myself, you never know.
Here we go.
Oh, puzzle.
Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration. There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Up to storage.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence.
I didn't ask a second time. So I said up to storage. Okay. Well, that's a good way to get up as any, no? The game would disagree with me, however. Very well. Let's find another way. I was pretty sure that's what it was hinting at, but... Okay, there's a stairs there. The one I just came up from, or down from, but... Well, let's do one of the consoles, the one on the left at least. Maybe it opens up something, and I can go somewhere from there. So we have left, up, left, down, right. Left, up, left, down, and right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Yeah. It opened. I'm gonna bring one of these weapons with me. Not that one. This one.
Full already.
Yeah, this one. Here. Come on, pick it up. Doop doop doop. Okay.
Found one. Looks intact.
Excellent.
That should do the trick. Now let's get that door
Up,
open.
left, down, right, up, left, down, right, and up. No? Yeah. Up, left, down, right, and up. Put this in a circle and see. Let's do it backwards. She said something on that recording. Up, right, down, left, up. Go backwards, it would be up, right, down, left, and up. Up, right, down, left, up. Maybe like backwards completely, so up would be down. Let's try that. Left would be right. That's okay. Down would be up. Up, left, down. So if you go backwards from the top, you would have down, right, up, left, down. And that doesn't work. Let's listen to it again.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Okay, so let's just assume the one. There's something wrong with one of them. And we'll start with the one I installed. And that's the one that's backwards. So let's go like this again. Up, left, up. So up, left, up. If we're going, this is the middle one I installed, and that's the one that's backwards. Then it'll be up, left, up, right, down, right, up. No. So if it's one of them, it's not the middle one. So let's put that pointing down again. And we'll try each one in sequence till we get one, whichever one is backwards. So let's try this one as down. Not this one. So I'll put it back to its up position. So if this one was backwards, then it should be right. Nope. Let's put it back to the left again. So, same with this one. Let's put that left. Nope. And the final one. Let's put it down. No, not that either. God damn it.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
I really don't know. Hang on. Look at the logo. So flip that around. Oh, God almighty. So your first one is down. Left. Up. Down, left, up. I'm trying to make sense of this in my head as I go. If I had that flipped around. Down. Left, up. Right, down.
That did it.
Thank you.
Door should have power.
Which door?
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Oh, that one up there? Which gun am I taking with me this time?
Should give me the upper hand.
Damn it, pick up the gun. Oh, that was a waste.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Can't get back out. Let's get tagging.
We've got company.
Oh, you're kidding me. Let's have some fun with it before I die.
Die, apostate! The shadow will reach you wherever you go.
Good, come on.
Come on, brothers. Let's get her.
Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
Try to run.
I am gonna try to run, buddy. Oh, upstairs as well. Damn it.
For the shadow!
Alert. Structural failure prevents access.
Move out of the line of fire. Get a move on it. We're safe for now. Just keep watch. You're out there.
I know you're up there. What are we going to do about this?
Stay away! We may have more company. Are you going to hide like a coward? Or
Nope.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
We got us a corpse over here.
You're welcome.
That's the last of them.
Alert. HVAC structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
Shit.
Fight back, then!
Now we're talking.
Couldn't hit him.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
I feel like those guys stole my guns outside the door and brought them in. I did need someone to bring them in for me, so no hard feelings or anything.
Can't be too prepared.
Indeed. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Bunker door.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs, for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
I'm thinking that over the last decade or two, it's starting to identify humans as a threat to the biosphere. And is reacting in kind. Because, like, the new machines, the killer machines, they don't seem to bother the harvesters, the grazers. They only seem to go after mankind. Even the animals, the rabbits, they're all immune. Just mankind. It's a little weird. I think that's what it is.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Well, if I'm going that way, let's explore this way first. A bunch of simulation results. Not much else to this place, really. Can I turn it on again?
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus.
Same
As the name
recording.
might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like...
I'll find a use for you.
Only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the one...
Okay. So. Doesn't tell me if I'm going upstairs or downstairs. So we'll start with the bottom level. And we finish that up really quickly. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. So now we can head up top. Snap that from here. Come on. Damn it. I'm sure there's a win. Yeah, right where? Well, it's kind of...
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More eclipse.
Careful now.
That's all we'll find down here.
Gotta go down and around, I'd say. So I'll be facing them at some point. Yeah, looking that way. Some data banks around here.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, The ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are
all
immense.
Of this lost.
Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously.
How about the fact we exist at all?
The construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy.
Should know that.
Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Cool. There's still so much to collect, like, incredible. Where I feel I should have a go at these people, because I think there's probably some things in there I could find too. Just in case, guys. Nothing if not cautious.
Still sniffing around.
Oh, 2 new ones on the map. Hello, welcome. God damn it. Oops. You did not see me. Don't even pretend you did.
can breathe again.
It's just that one, isn't it? It's a cool room and all. Not seeing anything to interface with, so to speak. I was kind of hoping there'd be stories all around this place. It's not looking that way. Oh, his tracks take him this way. Well, that's useful. Should be dead soon enough.
The last one. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
My gun now.
Welcome to Hades.
Hades.
Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, a spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Bunch of noise complaints. didn't miss anything that I can see. What's that? And that. That especially. Ooh, we gotta get in there. Is this the way we would have come anyway? Seems so. It's actually kind of hard to tell. Getting all sorts of lost now. I somehow double back on myself. Yes.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Okay, so I was part right.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. New generation of human beings.
I have everything I'm going to get from here.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Cool, I've forgotten about that place. That's right, we're looking for Elizabeth's office. Forgot about that. Any more stories to tell up here? No. Well. No. We proceed, I guess. This way. There we go.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Well, that was cool. What we got down here?
Lots would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Indeed.
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there.
You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Timeline moved along pretty quickly. Go me. Status. Catastrophic antimatter containment failures. The drive spun up to depart the solar system. Oh, Odyssey was the lifeboat. It's cargo, it's seeds, it's alpha build of Apollo. Oh, so they had a backup plan. Odyssey was the backup. It had the alpha build of Apollo. Jesus. That guy who was freaking out was right, huh?
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Gaia created her. Gaia created her to deal with
you need to get out of there.
Corruption,
what
I'm
you
guessing.
found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
What is this?
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Oh, goody.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny.
Mad King?
Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
I guess even a monster like you can have a glimmer of conscience. You didn't kill me right away. Turn your face to the sun, child. Dressing up murder as religious sacrifice so you could feel better about it?
No. I never doubted the righteousness of killing you. And yet, your words touch close to the truth. In my heart, I deemed the order to kill you unworthy of me. You were just a savage girl. So I thought at the time. Even still, I aimed to kill you, and yet did not. This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
The Nora have no part to play in this. Leave them alone.
Soon, they'll have no part to play in anything. That much is sure. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
What?
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. That makes a mess. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. That did it. One more pillar and that platform will come down. And my weapon's with it. It's down.
Or not. Come on, come on, come on, come on. God damn it. I hope I have them in the same configuration. There we go. Wow. Into the dust, grabbed our weapons, changed, and yeah.
Hey! Guess who got our weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Right. Scan.
Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with these lift attacks. That canister on its belly. Looks important.
Ah, missing.
thruster on its hip. Cryo arrow should set it off.
Ah. Whew.
Silence! Shadows, kill her! Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Is this my machine? Hey.
Silence. Traitor!
Well, that was unexpected.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Well, we completed the Terror of the Sun, even though that's not what we started. It all kind of tied into each other there, didn't it? So the next mission we'll be taking on is the Heart of Nora. We'll be taking that on soon enough, but this video has gone on long enough, so I'm going to cut it off here and kick back up shortly with the Heart of Nora. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you liked the video, please do hit the like button and like that video. And if you're not already subbed, it's quite easy to do so. My avatar is in the center of the screen. Just give that a tick and hit subscribe, and you'll be doing me a massive favor at that. Thank you very much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy. All the best.